Good morning, students. Today we are learning about the topic number 3.4. Topic number 3. In this unit, for number topic name is how the first letter was written. Our topic name is the how the first letter was written. What is the title indicate here? How the first letter was written. Yes, the first letter was written. How the first letter was written? Here the user language is story. In the past time. First, I will read. Once upon a most early time was a Neolithic man, and he lived cavely in a cave, and he wore very few clothes, and he couldn't read and couldn't write, and didn't want to accept when he was hungry. He was quite happy. His name was Tengumai Hoshiri, and that means the man who do not put his foot forward in a hurry, but we obey the beloved. We call him Tengumai for a short, and his wife name was Teshumai Steven Rose, and that means the lady who asks very many questions, but we obey the beloved. We call him Teshumai for a short, and his little girl daughter's name was Tafimai Metelumai, and that means the small person without any manners who ought to be the spangled, but I am going to call her Taffy, and she was the Tengumai Hoshiri's best beloved, and her own mommy's best beloved, and she was not spangled half as much as was good for her, and they were all three very happy. Now attend and listen. One day Tengumai Hoshiri went down through the river Sam to the Vengai rivers to spear cracked fish for a dinner, and Taffy went to Tengumai's spear was made of wooden with the sharp teeth at the end, and before he had catch any fish at all accidentally broke it clean across the juggling it down to hard on the bottoms of the river. They were months and months from the home, and Tengumai had forgotten to bring any extra spears. That means in this story there are how many characters in this story? 3 characters in this story. First is the Tengumai. This story takes place in the past time because of this age, that means in this stone age, Neolithic man. You know now the development step of the man in the, that means the name is the first Tengumai, then second character is the Teshumai and Taffy. Tengumai is the father of the Taffy and husband of the Teshumai. Here the meaning of Tengumai is the man who does not put his foot forward in a hurry, and Teshumai means the lady who asks very many questions. Tapi's mother name is Teshumai and the father name is Tengumai. In short name, Tengumai, Teshumai, Tapi. The character are the main character in this story. First once upon the most of the time of Neophilic man and he learned cave in a cave and he was very close. In the past time, the period of the Neophilic man, the man who was lived in the cave. You know the cave? He was living in the cave and he was very few clothes. And could not read and could not write and did not want to accept when he was hungry, he was quite happy. That means at that period the man was very happy. In this period, that means the Neophilic man lived in the cave and he wears some clothes and could not read, could not write and could not want to accept when he was hungry, he was quite happy. That means this story in the past period. His name was the Tengumai. That means main character in this story is the Tengumai. That means Tengumai is the father of Tapi and the husband of Teshumai. What is the meaning of Tengumai? Tengumai means man who does not put his foot forward in hurry. That means the man who does not put man who does not put his foot forward in a hurry. म्हणजे लोकांचं लगेच आपले पाऊल पुढं टाकत नाही. But best beloved will call him Tengumai. For in short, and short मध्ये काय म्हटलं जातं? Tengumai. What is the meaning of Tengumai? Yes. What is the meaning of Tengumai?
The man who does not.
And best beloved will call him the Tengumai. And that means the lady who asks very many questions. What is the meaning of Teshumai? Teshumai? A lady who asks very or many questions. In short, she is called as the Teshumai. And the little girl daughter's name was Tapimai, Medulimai, and this means the small person without any manners who ought to be the spiritual. And in short, her name is the Tapi. How many characters in the story? Tengumai, Teshumai, Tapi. And she was the Tengumai Bhosle's best beloved and her own mommy's best beloved. And she was not spent half as much as was good for her, and they were all three very happy. That means family of three. That means mother, father, and daughter. Now until I listen. आता main story कुठे चालू होते तर इथं चालू होते. One day Tengumai Bhosle went to down so the viewers swam to the Vengai river to spear carp fish for dinner, and Tapi went to. And one day the Tengumai who goes to the viewers swam to the Vengai river for the crab fish for the dinner. म्हणजे तो dinner साठी काय करायला गेलेला होता? Fish पकडायला गेलेला होता. कोणत्या नदीवरती? वेंगई रिव्हर मध्ये. And Tapi went to, and with the Tapi also went to. Tengumai's spear was made up of wood with sharp teeth at the ends. That means the Tengumai's spear is no. आपण जे म्हणतो की ते मासे पकडायची असते. The Tengumai spear was made up of wood with the sharp teeth at the end, and before he had catch any fish he accidentally broke it. That means that time the Tengumai spear was made up by wood, and at that time incidentally the Tengumai spear broke it. He and Tengumai Jogli down too hard on the bottom of the river, and they break hard on the bottom of the river. They were moist and moist from the foam, and Tengumai had forgotten to bring sphere. That means at that time the Tengu might forgotten to bring any extra spheres. And the extra sphere आणायला काय केलेला होता तो विसरलेला होता. Here the pretty kettles of fish said Tengu might it will be taking half the day to make this. Means तो आपण म्हणतो की दुरुस्त करणे repair करणे means here the pretty kettle of fish said Tengu might said here the many kettle of the fish and it is will take me half the day to mend this. मला हे repair करायला किती वेळ लागेल? Half a day. Just your big dog here at home, said Taffy. Let's run back to cave and ask Mommy to give it me. At that time, the Taffy said, I run back to cave. I bring a spear at a home. That means, म्हणजे ती काय म्हणते मी घरी जाते त्याला आणि काय करते स्पेअर करून घेऊन येते. आस्क मम्मी टू गिव्ह इट मी आणि मी मम्मीला विचारलं ती काय करेल मला लगेच देईल. इट्स टू फार फॉर युअर लिटल फॅट लेग सेड Tengu might. Beside you might help into the beaver swamp and we don't you must make the best of the bad job. He sat down and took out the little leather mending rags full of the reindeer's nose and strip of the leather and lumps of the beeswax and resin and began to mend the spear. That means it is too far from your little fat legs. At that time the Tengu might said to his daughter, the distance is far away from here and beside you might fall into your swamp. Swamp means swamp. दलदल लागते की नाही तिथं बघा आता एखाद्या जंगलामध्ये वगैरे बघा काय असतं चिखल आणि पाणी मिक्स असतं. म्हणजे एखाद्या आपण सिनेमामध्ये वगैरे बघतो की नाही त्या दलदलीत एकदा जर गेले एखादं माणूस तर ते सहजासहजी परत निघत नाही. You must make the best of the bad job. He sat down and took out the little leather bendy bag full of the reindeer's nose and strip of the leather and dumped the beeswax and resin and began to mend the spears. And at that time he repaired the spear. Taffy sat down too with her toes in the water and her chin in her hands and so very hard. At that time Taffy sat down there and her toes are water and her chin in her hands and thought very hard. Then she said, I say Daddy, it's an awful nonsense that I don't know how to write, isn't it? If we did, we could send the message for the newspaper. At that time the Taffy said her Daddy, awful nuisance that I don't know how to write. म्हणजे मला माहिती नाही की कसं करायचं. Isn't it? If we did, we could send a message for newspaper. आणि तुम्ही तो काय करू शकता send message for the newspaper. तो कसा send करू शकता. Just then a stranger man from along the river, but he belongs to far trees and he did not understand one word of the Tengu language. He stood on the bank and smiled at the Taffy because he had little girl daughter of his own at home. Tengu drew a hank of deer's nose from the mending rags and began to mend his spear. At that time there was one strange man come along the river, and at that time belonged the far speak the Rivals, and he did not understand language of Tengu might. म्हणजे तो काय करू शकत नव्हता Tengu might language understand करू शकत नव्हता, समजू शकत नव्हता. But he stood on the bank and smiled at the Taffy. तो कसा Taffyकडे बघून काय करत होता, smile करत होता, because he had little daughter of his own home. त्याच्या घरामध्ये काय होते, little daughters होती. Tengu might drew bank of the deer nose from the mending rags and began to mend his spear. त्यातून ती परत काय करते, मेंढ करायला लागते, म्हणजे ते नेट फिश पकडतात. Come here, said Taffy. Do you know where my mummy lives? And stranger man master. Come here, said the taffy. Taffy said, come here. Do you know where my mummy lives? म्हणजे माझी मम्मी कुठे राहते तुला माहिती आहे का? Do you know where the mummy lives? And the stranger man said, See, said Taffy, and she stopped her foot because she saw the shore of very big calf going up the river just when her daddy could not use his spear. That means at that time Taffy said, See, and she stopped her foot. म्हणजे आपण स्टंप होतो की नाही आपण उडी मारतो की नाही स्टंप her foot because she saw a shore of very big calf. तिनं काय बघितलेलं नसतं very big calf. Shore of very big calf going on the river just when his daddy could not use his spear. आणि त्यावेळेला तिचे डॅडी काय करू शकत नसतात spear यूज करू शकत नसतात. Don't bother, grow up, said Tengu Mine, so busy with the spear mending that he did not turn around. And don't bother, grow up, and said Tengu Mine said, don't brothers grow up, so busy with the spear mending. आणि the first काय करतो spear repair करण्यामध्ये काय होतं spear repair करण्यामध्ये मग्न होतो. Aren't said that I only want him to do what I want him to do, and he won't understand. At that time, Taffy said, I only want him to do what I want him to do. And exactly, I only want him to do what I want him to do, and he won't understand. Then don't bother me, said Tenguman, and he went up the woolly lines, standing at the deer's nose with his mouth full of loose ends. The stranger man, Jinan Taveras, he was sat down on the grass, and Taffy showed him what her daddy was doing. The stranger man thought, this is a very wonderful child. She stares her food at me, and she makes faces. She must be daughter of that noble chief who is the great that he won't take any notice of me. So he smiled more politely than he was. That means at that time the don't bother me, said Tengubai. Tengubai काय म्हणते म्हणजे ते तुम्ही फारच काय होणार मला बदल करू नको म्हणजे त्रास देऊ नको. And he went to Puliman, standing at the deer knew with his mouth full and loose end. And at that time the stranger man who was sat down on the grass, and the Taffy showed him what her daddy was doing. And that man करते दाखवते की तिचे डॅडी काय करत. The stranger man thought, this is a very wonderful child, and that was a wonderful child. She stares her food at me, and she makes faces. She must be daughter of that noble chief who is the great that won't take any notice of me. So she smiled more politely than she was. Now said Taffy, I want you to go to my mummy's because your legs are longer than mine, and you won't step into the river sand and ask me daddy of the spear, the one with the black handle that hangs over the fireplace. That means at that time the Taffy now said the Taffy, I want you to go my mummy. त्यामध्ये मला कुठे जायचं go to my mummy because your legs are longer than mine, and you want to fence into the river sand and ask for the daddy of the spear, the one with the black handle that hangs over the fireplace. The stranger man thought, this is a very, very wonderful child. She waved her arm and she shot at me, but I don't understand a word of what she said. At that time, the stranger man who is the stranger at that place, and he think about this Taffy. Taffy is a wonderful child, and she waved her arm and she shot at me, but I don't understand the word of this girl or this Taffy. daughter. But if I don't do what she wants, I greatly fear that hostage chief man who turned his back on us will be angry because of the twisted big flat piece of bark of birch tree and gave it Staffy. He did his best beloved to show that his heart was white as a brush birch bark and that he meant no harm, but Taffy didn't quite understand. And त्यावेळेला तो काय करतो एक काय करतो सीताफळाचे बर्चले ट्री आहे त्याचं पान तोडून टॅफीच्या हातामध्ये देतो आणि नेक्स्ट पार्ट काय नेक्स्ट पिरियडला बघू